What's up, Nels Nation? That's right, I am back today with another video for you. I did take a little break and I am apologizing for the delay in my video, but today let's jump right back into everything with the Cooking with Nels. All right, so as usual with Cooking with Nels, now we're starting out. I might do a little vlogging around in the store and then we'll head home. I'll show you my ingredients and we'll put it all together. So let's jump into it. So it dawned on me that I forgot to tell y'all what we're making. And today we are going to make like a lemon pepper shrimp with herb rice and vegetable medley. All right, y'all, I am out of the store now and I have gotten all my ingredients. I'm about to head home, change my clothes, and let's get cooking. All right, y'all, so I made it back home, and of course I did a little bit of pre-work just to kind of keep things flowing. I went ahead and I got my vegetables and my herbs washed, and today Kroger did not have those big, beautiful jumbo shrimp from the last time. So today I got some smaller shrimp and they were frozen, so I have those over there unthawing. And I also picked up 2 scallops. Now it's only 2 because they were $17 a pound. So 2 is enough, okay? Okay. And in case you missed anything from before, today what we're doing is like a lemon, pepper, shrimp, and scallops with an herb rice and a vegetable medley. So let's get chopping. All right, so let's get started with our basil. This is such a fragrant herb. Literally, this is my favorite herb. You can put it in a lot of things. And what you do with basil is you chiffonade it, which basically means little ribbons. And basically you take it, you stack them up. So I have about 4 leaves here. You roll it, kind of not too tight, but tightly. And then you take your knife and you run through it, just like that. Try to keep them a little thin if you can. And then what you see is you have these nice ribbons that you can toss into your rice. Now I am going to move on and I'm going to zest my lemon. And I'm going to zest my lemon because I want to put a little bit in the rice and a little bit on the shrimp too. And when you're zesting your lemon, I know y'all know, but just make sure when it gets down to this white pithy stuff, you stop, because this is bitter. This doesn't have the essential oils and it's not fragrant like what you're looking for. So you'll be a little disappointed if you bite down into it. And then once I get done with the lemon zest, I'm gonna cut it and juice it and toss it with some fresh cracked pepper. And that's how we're gonna do the lemon pepper for the shrimp. All right, so I got a good little bit of zest now. We're gonna move that off to the side with the basil. And then we're gonna go straight into our onion. And I bought a little small onion and I'm gonna cut it straight in half. And I'm gonna do the onion 2 ways because the onion is going in 2 different things. So I'm going to chop it in a small dice for the rice, but I'm going to cut it into strips for the vegetable medley. So as y'all recall, when you do the onion, you kind of cut the little top off, kind of take your hand flat, and you kind of go straight back. I can't do the flat, but you do the flat so you don't cut yourself, okay? You do flat, I'll do what I want. And then now that it's cut this way, you're gonna go in and cut it this way. And you wanna try to keep it small for this. Keep it small. And then now you go this way. Beautiful, beautiful. I don't need that much. But now you see you got these nice uniform pieces. So I'm gonna throw that over there for the rice. Ooh. Clean counter, don't judge, clean counter. All right, and now we're going to go in with the second part of our onion. Chop that off, and then let's peel this a little bit. And remember, so my onion didn't come with like a peel on it really. I bought one like that just for this purpose. But when you're peeling it, remember to go one layer deeper than you think you need, because sometimes that top layer still is a little fibrous and you can tell when you're eating. And like I said, for this one, we're just gonna do some nice little strips because it's going into my vegetable medley. Go there. And let me get this off to the side. And now let's move on to our red bell pepper. It is also going into our vegetable medley. So I'm gonna take this, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. We're gonna start like this though. I try to like level it off a little bit. That just makes it a little bit easier to cut, I find. And I think how I wanna do it, I think I wanna cut this like this, and then I'm gonna go across this way and make some little strips. That way everything will kind of be about the same size, which is of course what you want, because when you're cooking, you want everything to cook at about the same rate. That way one thing isn't raw, one thing isn't mushy. I think that's enough. I won't cut anymore. And lastly, well not lastly, I got a few more things. I'm gonna do my broccoli, which also goes into the vegetable medley. And you just kind of cut it off. I cut it off that little stem part. I don't want that. Some people like the stem. Hey, do you? Do what you do. Let me grab another plate. And hey, when you cook at home, paper plates will be your best friend. A lot of people want to put stuff in little bowls. Say that for TV. This is home. We want easy cleanup. So I'm going to take the florets and I'm going to kind of get those down into little manageable bite-sized pieces. That's fine. I'll cut this one too. Why not? Cut, cut, cut. Cut. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And like I said, I already washed these. Just make sure you wash all your vegetables, even the ones like the lemon. You wouldn't think to wash the lemon, but if you're gonna use the outside rind part or whatever, you need to wash it. Could have fell on the floor, could have been somebody else buggy with their unwashed hands. So you wanna make sure you protect yourself. Okay? Okay. And then let's get a little bit of these. I'll open this. Oh, okay. Got it. Got it. And let me take maybe about 2 of these. Okay, 3 came, so we'll do 3. We'll do what you want to do. And you can go ahead and line them up and cut that little end part off. You can kind of cut the tops off a little bit too. And then go in and kind of make these not disappearingly small, but small enough so when they get in the rice, they don't overpower anything. You got big, giant, raw onion flavor, you know? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Bite down in something, you be like, oh my God, what is this? This is gross. And off to the side. Off to the side, off to the side. And then I got a little bit of parsley. I'm only gonna use a little bit of this because it got a strong flavor. You know, parsley is always a finisher and all these things, and sometimes you just find it on your plate. But until you try parsley, don't use a lot of it because it has a very strong grass flavor. And if you're not, you know, one that wants to eat a lot of grass, then I suggest you just put a little parsley on the side. And that's why you want to chop it fine. Like even now, just cutting it, the oils from the leaves are coming out, and it smells like somebody rolled their lawnmower over this. All right, so we're gonna kind of chop this up fine. I need a big cutting board. That might be my next investment. A big cutting board. I like the wood ones, but you know, they hold so much bacteria that I just don't know. Maybe do a wood one and do a plastic one like this over it when I deal with raw meat. I don't know. I'll think of something, but I do need a bigger surface. All right, and I'm gonna leave this right here because like I said, I don't want too much. I chopped up a lot. Let's just leave that right there for now. All right, and then give me a second. I'm gonna run over here, get the shrimp, and I'll be right back. All right, so last time I did not show y'all me peeling the shrimp, but I wanted to kind of show y'all my method because it proves to be easy. If you look, you just take it and kind of pinch it. You see how it's coming out by itself? Look at that. It's coming out by itself. Then after it's out the top part, you kind of take the back and just kind of pinch it and then squeeze it right out. So it's super, super easy to do. And at Kroger, these already come deveined, which is the hard part. I hate deveining shrimp. A lot of times when we were younger, we would used to go to the DeKalb Farmers Market. Now this one acting up, y'all saw that, but that's okay. We would go to that DeKalb Farmers Market and my mom would come and say, you know, we're gonna do fried fish and shrimp for dinner or whatever. And it was my job to peel and devein that shrimp. God almighty, hated it. And if you ever did it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's like a tedious job. Tedious. All right. Last shrimp. Beautiful. Boom. And then these are my scallops. So they're pretty good sized scallops. I mean, not $3 worth, but still, you know, big enough. And I already got my pan back here preheating. What I'm gonna use today is a cast iron skillet because on these items, I wanna get a really nice crust on them, especially my scallops, for real, on those. Get that beautiful crust on these and then get these sauteed up. I am actually gonna pre-cook the broccoli a little bit before I saute with the onions and peppers because broccoli, when it's just cooked, sometimes still has that nasty tree flavor. So I'm going to boil the tree flavor out of it, not cook it to death, but still boil it a little bit, then throw it in with the peppers and onions. And I'm gonna grab some mushrooms from the fridge and that'll be the vegetable medley. So let me get going. All right, so in all of that, I forgot to even mention the rice. So for the first time ever in my life that I can remember, I'm using some Uncle Ben's ready-made rice. All right now, I hope this goes very well because if it doesn't, I'm gonna be highly disappointed. I mean, there's some rice up there, but I don't know if it's Jasmine rice. This is what I got. I love the flavor of the Jasmine rice, y'all. It is so freaking good. So, I mean, just try the Jasmine rice. You know, if you don't want to, I understand. But it just gives it this extra flavor. You know, I'm all about my flavor, y'all. And it's just something that isn't that traditional white rice. I mean, it's white rice with some flavor. And it say, squeeze the pouch to separate the rice. Because if y'all ain't never used this before, I didn't. It's like a little brick in here. And you break it up, and then you tear this little thing open, and then you throw it in the microwave. And it say it's supposed to come out ready to roll. All right, let me get back to doing this over here, and we're gonna try this out and see how it goes. This might be the best view we done had on Cooking with Nels yet. Y'all can see that. Y'all can see everything going. So, like I said, I got my cast iron preheating. I'm going to turn that down because I want the shrimp and the scallops to kind of go last. Because, you know, once they cook and come out, they kind of get cold kind of quick. Over here, what I have is just another pan preheating. And what I'm going to do in here is drizzle me a little oil in here. And I'm going to go in with the diced onions for my herbed rice. Because once I get done with that, I'll use this pan to make the vegetable medley in. So just go in with that real quick. Good, good, good. And let me get a little spatula. Just kind of move this around. Good, good. And I'm gonna get this pepper. Y'all know what I say. Y'all know what I say. You still got to season every layer. Every step of the way has to be seasoned for your food to be good. And people don't seem to get that. And then I'm gonna throw in just a little bit of this Badia complete seasoning, just a little bit now. Cause it'll help flavor my rice too now. Y'all gotta think about it, think about it. And I don't gotta cook these to death. I mean, I want them to have a little color on them. But that's just so I don't get too much raw when I, you know what? Bump it. I'm throwing in these scallions too, cause sometimes that little raw be too raw. I leave a few for a little fresh punch. But sometimes that raw be raw too. Bump it. Alright. And this is pretty much gonna be done. This just takes that bite off that we're not looking for. Alright. Let me take these out of the pan and I'll be right back. Alright, so I got the onions and the scallions out of there. And I'm just going to put a touch more oil in here for my new vegetables. And this broccoli is boiling very nicely. I'm just going to go ahead and turn it off and leave it sitting in there for a little bit. And that'll get it kind of tender how I like it. So then we're going to go on in with our sliced onions and bell peppers. Very nice, very nice. And then, all right, we're gonna go in with a few of these mushrooms. And I'm just kind of breaking them in half as I put them in there so it'll kind of follow that same size dimension that we set already by cutting our bell peppers and our onions. And I think that's good. Maybe one little more piece. That's cool. And let's go ahead and get these working. Good. And we want these to get a nice little color on them too. Nice color. And let's go in again with some more seasoning. So I'm going in with a little more Badia. Because remember, this is where we're actually going to build the vegetable medley. So this is the vegetable medley right here. Little onion powder. I know you're like, onion on onion. Hey, add your own seasonings that you like. And I'm going in with some parsley flakes. And I know I just talked a little trash about parsley over there, but this is different. It adds really good flavor, and maybe it's because it's dry, it's not so intense. But it really, really, really adds good flavor to anything. Or it might just be the color that makes it look good and it makes it taste good when it looks good. I don't know. But what I do know is I like to add it. And since everything is kind of coming together pretty quickly, let's go ahead and follow the directions for the Uncle Ben's pack rice. We're gonna squeeze the pouch to separate the rice. Okay. I mean, I don't know how much. I guess that's good enough, but I don't know. Maybe a little more, I don't know. I don't want it to be wrong. And then I'm gonna squish it down a little bit. And it says tear 2 inches to vent. 1, 2. Okay, it's falling out. And then heat on high for 90 seconds. So it's a stand-up pouch, which is pretty cool. 90, not 9. 90. Okay. Right. And then give me 1 second. I'm gonna drain this broccoli and I'll get right back and we'll go ahead and get started with these as well. All right, so the rice is out. I mean, it smells like jasmine rice. All right, we'll go for it. And now I got my broccoli drained and we're going on in with it in the pan. And let's get that stirred around. Great, great, great. Everything is looking very vibrant and fresh, very nice. And since we did just add in something else, we're just gonna do a taste, more seasoning, just a taste, and a little bit of pepper. And then, of course, my favorite secret ingredient, a little Worcestershire sauce. Just do a few little punches of that because this adds such a good depth of flavor. It gives you the 5th sense, which a lot of people don't know about, which is umami. You got sweet, sour, bitter, salty, and umami. And umami is this unexplainable flavor. It's just good. All right, and I'm gonna let this kind of hang out over here on like a medium-low heat. All right, I'm gonna turn this back up a little bit, not a lot, a little bit. And I'm going in with a little bit of my olive oil, enough to coat the bottom there. And let's start putting stuff up, because you know, clean as you go, clean as you go. Won't need that anymore. Didn't need that. Right. As that comes to a little bit higher heat. And for my shrimp, I'm gonna get my scallops. Let me not leave my babies out. I'm gonna take these and I'm gonna, oh, y'all can't even see that. Let me hold it up. I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit of this onion powder on here. Give them a little flip. A little more onion powder. I'm going to get a little bit of my badia complete. I'm going to get a little bit of my parsley flocks. And then I'm going to take a little bit of this. Oh, can't even get it back open. A little bit of this pepper. And kind of do this a little. I'm doing this a little heavy just because it is lemon pepper shrimp. And then I'm going to take a little bit of this garlic powder and just do a light dusting. And then I'm going to come back over here and show y'all. Kind of coat them. Scoop up that good seed. Oh, look at this. For $3, these shouldn't be falling apart like this. I got cheap scallops, Lord. All right, that's pretty good. Let me get a little hand rag and kind of move this around a little. I want the oil to coat the pan. That's the point. There we go. And now let's go in with these. Ooh, yes. Nice sear. And the good thing about cast iron, if you don't know, is that it's a really, really good hefty pan. So it holds its temperature. Even if you load it up a little bit more than this, it won't drop in temperature really quickly and things don't just sit there and kind of sit in their own juices. They really do get a nice sear on them. So the vegetable medley looks about done. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off, and then let's go ahead and head over to the other counter and let's work on our herb rice. Y'all, I'm sorry. I started flipping before I turned on that camera. Can you see that crust on that? Look at this beautiful color on those shrimp. When I say this looks so good, so good. All right, so let's work on our herb rice. So this is our little microwave rice. Dump that in there. All right. Oh, I didn't even get nothing to mix with. Give me a second. A little wooden spoon here. And I guess break it up the rest of the way. It don't look bad though. Smells good. And then we're gonna go in with our little cooked onions and scallions. And get out a little mix. And then let's go in with our lemon zest. And the reason that I'm putting the zest in here is because I kind of want to keep the flavors going throughout. We're doing lemon pepper shrimp, so I want you to get like a little lemon kick from the rice, just so the flavors kind of, you know, it just marries the flavors well. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. And then let me go in. I don't have that much scallion left, but that's okay. I don't want nothing too sharp in here. Make it nasty. And then we'll go in with a little bit of our basil. Oh, yes. And I might save a little bit, you know, when I start presenting, plating. Turn that off because I don't want those to get rubbery. Presenting and plating, you know, you might want to do a little sprint dank across the top. This smells so fragrant and good, y'all. And then let me see, let me give it a little bit of crack of pepper. Just a little. I love pepper, if y'all can't tell. I put pepper on like everything. And maybe just a little sprinkle of salt, just a little, for some seasoning. And we're gonna call that done. All right, so the way that I'm doing my lemon pepper is not to use any jarred seasoning, but I am gonna take some of this fresh squeezed lemon juice. And I'm squeezing the lemon first because as y'all can see, it's seeds coming out. And I don't want those seeds getting in my mouth. Oh, also, I decided not to go with any parsley in that rice. It's smelling so much like fresh cut grass that I don't want it to ruin my meal. So I'm just opting out of it at this point. Because I'm not going to mess up my meal. I'm not going to do it. All right, and then I'm going to take this. And the reason I bought this is if you can see, you can change the size of the pepper. And I like the big boulders. So I'm going to go in and crack a lot of good fresh pepper in here. And then let's go ahead in with our shrimp. Whoop. It's a little hot. And then let me get a little fork, little spoon. Let's toss it in that good lemon pepper juice. And I'm gonna let those sit in here for a minute and we will start my least favorite part of the day, plating. Give me 1 sec to set up. All right, y'all. So here we go. Least favorite part, but let's do it. I'm just not creative. Like a lot of chefs see like this vision in their head of what the plate should look like, and I, unfortunately, don't have that same vision. I can't see it till I see it. You know what I'm saying? I just can't see it. Oh, hold on. Do I see it, Lord? I might see something, y'all. Hold on. Get a little more of that herb rice. And we're gonna take these shrimp. Hold on. Let me see what we can kind of come up with. Uh-oh, hold on. Oh. Something creative. Little line. And then I'm gonna take the scallops. I'm gonna do these by hand because they were falling apart a little bit. Coat them in some of that lemon pepper. And I'm gonna take a little bit of this and spoon it. Uh-oh, hold on, y'all. I'm doing something. Spoon it over the, whoa! Spoon it over these little items. Hold on now, hold on. Got a little more of that fresh basil. Let me see. A little, y'all wasn't ready for that to come together like that. Woo! Y'all, this turned out pretty nice. Look at that. Y'all might be like, oh, that look ugly. It looked nice to me for someone that hates plating. So, here we go. All right, y'all. So, now on to my favorite part of the video, the taste test. And again, what we did today was a lemon pepper shrimp and scallop with an herb rice and a vegetable medley. I think I'm gonna dig in with a little scallop first. Beautifully cooked. Mmm. 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 I'm not saying that just because I cooked it, but if I received that scallop out somewhere, I would be very, very pleased. The first bite was that super lemony punch, and the more I eat it, I was gonna say, you beat me to it. The more I eat it, I start to get that spice from the pepper, and I love spice, I love pepper. Y'all just don't know. So now let's try the herbed rice. Okay, so more salt was necessary. I'm trying to go light on the salt though, but if I were making this at a different time, a little more salt would go in here. And I would probably add more basil. And I was kind of afraid that it would be too overpowering, but basil is kind of like a light herb, but I just didn't want like a mouthful of basil. The jasmine rice flavor comes through really well. And I give it to old Uncle Ben. The rice is beautifully cooked. It's not crunchy. I'm giving it a win. I can be honest, I'm giving it a win. And now let's try the vegetable medley. Remember, this had the onions, the red pepper, the mushrooms, and the little broccoli. If I can get a broccoli florette. That's good. Some of that lemon juice rubbed off, but this is really good. I can taste that Worcestershire sauce coming through. Everything has a nice subtle flavor. I'm pretty impressed. Let me try a shrimp for y'all too. Oh, when you eat the rice and the shrimp and stuff together with that lemon, you don't miss the salt because the lemon almost acts as salt. When you get that good lemon punch, it covers up the fact that there may be some salt missing. So I would say I'm satisfied. Now y'all know I try to keep it real with you. I told you need some salt. I told you what you needed. But overall, eyes be pleased. Well, that brings this video to a close. As always, if you like it, give it a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to turn on notifications so you know when I posted something new. Remember, you can do anything you set your mind to. You are powerful, strong, and amazing. And until next time, I'll holla. Peace.